Hello again, everybody. This is Derek from ScreamingEagleAirsoft.com. That's right, ScreamingEagleAirsoft.com. That's where you can go to find all your airsoft supplies and needs. Today we're doing a review on the A&K M249 Para. It's the saw, okay? We have it right here in the box. Boom! Today's been a big day, a day of big boxes. Okay, but all right. Let me just show you what it says on the box. It says approximately 360 to 380 FPS. We're going to chrono it with some 25s today. This 360 to 380 is with 20s. So I wonder what it shoots with 25s. It has a steel bipod, adjustable hop-up, quick change, gearbox design. It says it has a 2,500 round electric drum magazine. I'm going to show you that. Alright, well, let's open up the box and let's see what we get inside, alright? Alright, here you go. You got a basic box. Basic box with a sticker. Okay, so now let's open it up. You get two halves of styrofoam and a manual. Where you're supposed to. There's the manual right inside the little cutout in the styrofoam. Okay, the manual, A&K 249 Para Hop-Up. Pictures, where all the parts go. Pictures, more pictures, and safety. Don't shoot someone in the eye. What? Safety? Take a look at that. Okay. Let's open this thing up. Beautiful. Upside down, but beautiful. We have a saw, short-barreled saw, collapsible stock saw, drum. That's all that came in this. Okay, let's take this bad boy out. Along with the drum. It also comes with a front sight post adjustment tool right there. You notice it doesn't have a lot of frills. Very little in the box. Okay, there we go, that works. There you go, you got the saw, you got the drum. How do I want to explain this? What we're going to do is we're going to zoom in and then I'll point out individual pieces on the saw. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the buttstock right here. This buttstock does extend out, okay, and it also rotates, because you see right now it's horizontal to the ground. There you go. Now you have a buttstock. The buttstock itself has a shoulder rest. You can flip that up. That way, when you're shooting, it can rest on your shoulder like such. Okay. Okay, let's collapse the buttstock. Let's turn it and let's close it. There we go. See, that was pretty easy. That's for storage or for jumping if you're a paratrooper, because this is a paratrooper saw. Okay, now let's work our way forward a little bit. Rear sights. Okay, it does have a left-right windage adjustment knob right here. You can adjust your left and right windage, which actually works. It also has an elevation knob. If you look closely, when you twist, the sight post comes up, and when you twist down, it drops. In the back, there's left and right windage indicators so that you can always have it zeroed whenever you like. take it apart, put it back together. You can always put it back exactly where it needs to go. It does have a rail here if you want to put some kind of scope, red dot, or whatever you want to put. It's right there. Working forward. Okay, there's two buttons right here. You squeeze, this lifts the feed tray. Guess what? This is an airsoft saw. There's no need to do that because there's nothing feeding. You don't need to feed anything. The problem that I have with this feed tray is it never wants to go back unless you get it just right. So it's always like, okay, hang on. There we go. All right, what else? Yeah, it has a bolt, a mock charging handle. Doesn't do anything. Looks cool, doesn't do anything. Okay, other side. Coming around. It has the ammo magazine well right here. Both, you can use both the drum or M4, M16 magazines. If you have an M4 style magazine and you want to load it into your saw, you can. That's how I'm going to be shooting it today. I'm going to be using this instead of the drum. And then you just pull it out. It feeds exactly the same way as an M16 or M4. Okay, you just drop that in there. Boom. Trigger. It has a reinforced trigger guard. Looks good. Going forward. Still moving forward. Okay, the carrying handle. It has a bunch of different positions. All you do is, it's spring loaded right here. You just pull it back. You can lay it flat. You can stand it up to carry it straight up. You can carry it straight out, or you can lay it down along the side of the gun. Just leave it up like that. That was whenever you need to pick it up, you can just grab it and run. No real need to do that unless you're jumping with it. Okay. Okay. To get into the battery well, you have to actually remove the barrel. There's a catch right here. You pull on that, pull that, notice the barrel popped right on out. Normally you got your bipod down, you pull that, and just slide this out. Okay, this is your barrel right there. Just lay that down. This is the battery compartment with the battery wires. What I'm going to do is hook up an 8.4 volt 1600 milliamp battery. Now it's in. Okay. Gas regulator. On a saw there is a gas regulator right here which you can adjust for fast or slow firing mode. It actually adjusts the rate of fire on a saw. On this it does nothing. It's just for looks, training purposes or whatever. Alright, well, if you hear any motors in the background, that's a road crew just outside there. Let me continue on. Hopefully you can hear the rest of this video. It does come with a bipod right there. It folds up and tucks underneath your handguard right there. That way when you're running around, you've always got your little handguard right there. The bipod will extend. It does have a little button here you press, so that you can have multiple settings. There's 3 settings per side. Okay. Right here, this would be where you would attach a tripod if you had a tripod. Let me think. Front side post, standard, protected front sight post. Serial number on this one is right there. And there is a little compartment underneath the pistol grip. If you want to store something in there, I don't know what you would put in there, but there is a compartment in there. And let me show you how you hook up the drum. Okay, before we actually go into hooking up the drum, I want to show you how you load the drum. There is a trapdoor on the top here. You fill it up with your 2500 BBs. That's how you load it, simple enough. Now to change the batteries, you have to actually open up the drum case. There's a spot right there to put your batteries. The BBs are actually staying on the top. No BBs are down here interacting with your electronics. You keep your BBs up here. There's a switch on the bottom of your drum for on and off and auto, so that it will automatically feed. Okay, to get this drum in your gun, you have this flexible feed tube right here. The flexible feed tube attaches into your M16 style magazine well right there. Just goes on in there. And then, with a little bit of elastic stretch, you hook that up. Now looking at that right there, you see that the BBs would feed up through here into your M16 attachment into the gun. Alright, well, basically trying to load the BBs into the magazine, into the gun, I learned something. I learned that when you put the barrel back in the gun, it can be turned upside down. If the barrel is turned upside down, you will not get any BBs loading into the barrel. There is a hole on the barrel, and it has to line up with the feed hole of the magazine well. If it doesn't line up, of course, you're not going to get any BBs in the barrel. So after tearing it back apart and looking at it again, I saw what my problem was. I put it back together, and now I'm not having a problem. I'm shooting it, not having any issues. Can you see that? I think you can. Let's go ahead and take a few shots at it, just from here. Got that? Super awesome. Okay, now let's chrono it and see what we get. Alright, this is the A&K M249. I'm chronoing it using .25 burst fire BBs. .367 with 25s. .368, 371, not bad. That's what my M4 was doing before I upgraded the spring. 374, 367, and 364. Okay, now I'm going to do a rate of fire test. Hopefully I got enough BBs. Here we go. .1204. Alright, well that was the M249 saw, which you saw right here, and we chronoed it at about 12 rounds per second and about 375 FPS. So you can pick these up at screameagleairsoft.com. please shop at screamingairsoft.com for all your airsoft supplies and needs. And subscribe to this airsoft channel for me. Remember guys, whenever you're on the airsoft field, play safe.